You don't have any idea I'm making ADA deflationary like ETH. ADA is deflationary already. You're completely wrong. The maximum supply is 45 billion. It's exactly like Bitcoin. Every single block, the supply monotonically decreases. The rate of growth monotonically decreases, and the supply is capped. So it's deflationary. When is the Lace wallet going to be released? Depending on beta, it looks very likely Q1. Why do you attack people when they ask questions? Because they're not asking questions. The questions have built within them very foundational things. When you ask about why is Cardano falling, unless you're living under a rock and you've just not opened a book, a newspaper, done a single Google search, even when you go to Coinbase or a basic exchange to buy ADA, you get to see the prices of the other things. It's almost impossible at this point to not be exposed to the fact that the market as a whole is collapsing. The fact that this person has enough wherewithal to be inside of my AMA had to mean that they're following me on Twitter or subscribe to my YouTube page. So let me get this straight. They just found Cardano. They know nothing else of crypto. They don't know of the industry at all. Somehow they've acquired data without any exposure to anything else. And they haven't heard any news about crypto except for Cardano. That's what you want me to believe? No. You're going to be aware of the macro. But then you ask that and you look at everything else, and we're falling in line, actually holding up much better than a lot of the others. Yet somehow you pretend like it's the only thing that's falling. So it's a disingenuous question. It has nothing to do with education or basics. It has everything to do with a narrative that Cardano is failing and the market's not. It's just not true. You see, and you have to stand up for these types of things. You have every right. I have every right not to be abused, lied to, manipulated, exposed to toxicity and radioactive behavior. And you have every right to fire toxic communities and toxic people in your life. You set boundaries. And the thing is, when you do that, those people lash out at you and they call you a baby or they call you a bad person. And they say these things. But at the end of the day, what value do those people provide? If you don't agree with me 100% of the time, I'm going to attack you, verbally assault you, and abuse you. Imagine a friendship like that. Where do you want to go to eat? I don't know. I'm thinking Chipotle. No, I want to go to McDonald's. No, okay, well, can we compromise? Maybe we go to, I don't know. There's this restaurant down the street that's got good Mexican food and good hamburgers. No, we're going to McDonald's. And if we don't, the friendship's over and you're a horrible human being worse than Hitler and a baby. You'd be like, this is the worst friendship ever. Who the fuck is this person? Please leave. I want no relationship. But that's basically how social media works. And that's how these people work. And so they're all interconnected in that way. And so it's really important that what we do is we set boundaries up. And you say, I have no tolerance for that. And if it offends you, sucker up, buttercup. I'm willing to walk into difficult discussions and debates and other things like that, but I'm not going to walk into a situation where I know for a fact that the best case scenario is I leave frustrated, but with some dignity. But the worst case scenario is I get drawn into a bare knuckle brawl and we both look bad. You just remove yourself completely when the other side has no desire to communicate. The mental picture is like playing chess with a chicken. You can put it on the board and you might have a great opening move, but here's what chicken's going to do. It's going to strut around the board, knock over the pieces and shit on the board and cluck triumphantly. Who's winning the game?